VEX is Vex in the Flesh, and I'm back with another reaction video. Today we got Nicki Minaj fans went too far. Bro, this beef is getting too wild. Let's get into it and see what happened with the Nicki Minaj fan.
Now, what's going on with you today, my friend? Thank you so much for joining me today. I appreciate you. So today, I want to talk a little bit about a recent situation that just transpired in regards to the Megan Thee Stallion and Nicki Minaj beef. Because although Megan Thee Stallion hasn't said a peep and Nicki Minaj dropped a response, there's still an aftermath that's currently taking place, which that's definitely to be expected because of the magnitude of this entire beef. It's literally been one of the most...
I ain't gonna lie, Meg has been radio silent. I don't know if she in the studio cooking another verse that's gonna go crazy, or if she just not gonna respond at all. Do y'all think Meg gonna respond? And do you think she should respond? Me personally, I think Meg shouldn't respond unless she really wanna like have a definitive I won. I feel like she's already in a good position. She don't need to respond. She need to capitalize on this situation and drop like an album or something crazy. You know, get people listening, even if she don't have any disc or anything in the album, it'll be just fire just off of that. And I've seen the last two songs that she's done have been very similar, so I'm interested to see what she got. She might just drop an album with that same theme, you know?
Talked about things in pop culture for a couple of days straight. Like Nicki Minaj has been trending every single day. Megan Thee Stallion has been trending every single day. And I'm sure there's going to be a lot more things that come into the equation. And of course, we covering all that. So, you know, make sure you stick around and subscribe. So, as you guys can see from the title, though, things...
Yeah, we on the road to 1K. Y'all sub up, man.
...are really escalating right now. Now, one of the ways things have been escalating is Nicki Minaj fans, okay, the Barbs, they apparently leaked the location of the cemetery where Megan Thee Stallion's mother, Holly Thomas, was laid to rest in 2018 after she passed away from brain cancer. May God...
Bro, this is an all-time low. And I don't know what we expect. We seen Nicki, you know, shooting below the belt, aiming real low, taking low shots. So I don't know what we would expect from her fan base other than for them to be on the same type of energy. And energy spreads very fast. And this is crazy, bro. Imagine you start beefing with somebody and they drop the address to your mama's grave. That's just wild. That's really like... Dang, bro.
Was laid to rest in 2019 after she passed.
This remind me of that Julio Fulio situation.
Away from brain cancer. May God rest her soul. Now the Barbs, you know, they not only leaked the location, but some of the fans, not all the fans, because we don't want to put every single one of her fans in this category because it's just not accurate, right? But some of her fans have unfortunately been encouraging others to desecrate Megan Thee Stallion's mother's grave because, you know, it's Meg versus Nicki. Now, according to the report,
what? You don't even, like, bro, as a fan, you don't even gain nothing from doing that. Nicki doesn't even know you. You don't gain anything from getting involved in some famous person's beef. Like, you literally setting yourself up to lose more. If you get caught, you're done for. You're not getting no money, no cosign, none of that extra stuff. You're not even getting no internet, like, recognition. Like, you might get a little bit of clout off of that, but bro, this is not the type of clout that you want. Why would you go desecrate on somebody's grave? You guys, I don't know what's up with the black community. Why we gotta always be the ones in the mess? Why we always gotta be the ones looking ratchet, like, in front of everybody? Why are we the jesters? Like, you know, back in the day when there was slavery and stuff, they had the house people who really had to put on the act. Why are we on these white people's internet acting a damn fool? Come on, we gotta be better than this as a people, bro. We always the entertainment. Why are we the entertainment?
Thee Stallion's mother's grave because, you know, it's Meg versus Nicki. Now, according to reports, nothing has happened to the gravesite yet. But as a response to Nicki Minaj fans leaking the location to her mother's gravesite, the cops in the area have actually been notified and they've now gotten involved to protect her mother's gravesite. Apparently they're closely monitoring the situation and they're taking this very seriously because they're taking a lot of safety and security precautions here because they're anticipating that something could happen because, you know, this Meg and Nicki beef, it's gotten so big. A lot of the fans are now obviously, you know, getting really invested to the point where they're literally leaking the gravesite where Megan's mother was laid to rest. And they're like encouraging a lot of fans who live in that immediate area of Texas where she's buried to go there and vandalize it. And that's crazy, man. So obviously these particular fans, not the entire fan base, I'm saying these particular fans right here, they're nothing but maniacal, man. Because this is absolute insanity. I said it before, but I'll say it again. Your favorite rapper's beef ain't your beef. Like,
talk that talk. He's literally copying my whole flow. It's not your beef. It's not your situation. Like, you have your own life, bro. You probably got to go to work and struggle. The economy's not good. You got to go to work and struggle. And your excitement is getting on the internet and being involved in somebody rich's life? That's wild to me. I can't do it.
how hard is that sentence to understand? Your favorite rapper's beef is not your beef. Comprende? Unless you're your own favorite rapper.
Why did he throw comprende? I like that.
Your beef. Comprende? Unless you're your own favorite rapper and someone tries to come for you. Well, in that case, let's get it poppin'. Now, Megan Thee Stallion has actually not responded to any of this, right? And I don't really expect her to, because as you guys know, she dropped that Hits record where she was taking shots at Nicki Minaj, and then after that, she hasn't said anything. I mean, Meg has just completely, like, disconnected from the internet and social media. Well,
that's the crazy part, too. Not only did she disappear, but she took shots at so many people, and it's still shining on Nicki. Like, it's still a Nicki, but it's because of the way that she responded. Drake don't even got to respond because it wasn't even like anybody, like, people paid attention, but more people was paying attention to the Nicki thing. I feel like if I'm in this and I'm sitting back there like, I'm not even gonna say nothing. I'm gonna just act like this is all on Nicki. You gotta take all of that heat. Hey, hold up.
What it looks like from the outside, because she could very much be on social media and just have like a, like anonymous account, and that's what a lot of celebrities do, by the way. She could be looking at every single thing that's going on, but she's not making any statements about anything that Nicki has said about her. She hasn't made any statements about the diss record that Nicki dropped, and she's most definitely not gonna make any.
Why was I in here head bobbing like I heard the song? She was getting it.
Every single thing that's going on, but she's not making any statements about anything that Nicki has said about her. She hasn't made any statements about the diss record that Nicki dropped, and she's most definitely not going to make any comments about Nicki Minaj fans leaking the address to the gravesite. That's for sure. Now,
that's
obviously,
so
things
weird.
have clearly taken a very ugly turn here. And you know what? Although I feel for Meg here, because I don't think her family deserves this. Personally, I think Megan Thee Stallion knew exactly what she was doing when she dropped that record. I think she was really anticipating some type of pressure because, as you guys know, right, Nicki Minaj is like, she's not normal. So, like, you try to come for Nicki, she gonna come for you, right? Which she did. She dropped that diss record, and, before that, she was saying all kinds of things on social media. And something is just telling me that Nicki is just getting started. So, personally, I feel like Megan Thee Stallion was definitely expecting the heat. Now, I can't say for sure that she was.
I got a question. Is it just me, or do Nicki Minaj kind of look like a richer version, a more put together version of the Sprinkle Lady?
Expecting Nicki fans to like leak the address to her mother's gravesite, and this happening right here that we're talking about. But I think Megan was, in other words, right, bracing for impact. And this is why I think she's not on the internet right now. This is why I think she's not making any statements and she's not saying anything about this. And you know why this is so unfortunate? Well, because there's a lot of people who are gonna.
This is also very smart by Megan, because if you know anything about Megan so far, I like how she hasn't spoken out about all of the stuff that's going on because we got a good track like his. I feel like her not saying anything about this beef will allow her to come back later on in her career, say, the music not doing the best. She can always fall back on this. She could always fall back and give us another part 2, or, let some other stuff build up and then drop another, I think this was a good play. I'm not sure how she gonna play this, but she got a lot of options. I'm not gonna lie.
Not saying anything about this. And you know why this is so unfortunate? Well, because there's a lot of people who are gonna be affected by this Megan Thee Stallion and Nicki beef that have nothing to do with this beef.
Yeah.
Like, I'm talking their loved ones who aren't really involved in any of this.
Facts.
And I'm sure some of them, especially like on Nicki's cam, they might even be like, yo, Nicki, calm the fuck down, ho. Now the silver lining here, because y'all know, right? Like me, I always try to find some positive in every negative situation, right?
Yeah.
That's just me. For Meg, well, first of all, she's getting a lot of free promo, okay? Thanks to Nicki. So this is obviously gonna feed into her next release, and then the one after that, and then the one after that, and then eventually her album is gonna drop. For Nicki, I don't really think there's a silver lining here, except for one thing, which is this is going to build an even deeper bond with her audience.
Okay.
Because the more they invest into this beef, the stronger of a connection they feel with her personally. Now, for Nicki, however, I don't really think she's going to gain a lot of new fans from this entire situation. Quite the opposite, actually. Nicki has been losing a lot of fans from this, and she's been alienating a lot of the people who kind of were on the fence of liking Nicki Minaj. Anything?
But I will say this is part of your career, and you know we all have these situations. And this, as an artist, as a social media personality in general, this is when you see who really rock with you. Because even when you off your rocker and you making mistakes and you having issues, you will have those people who will rock with you, and those the people who really, you really got to show them love. And like you said, this is going to help her establish a stronger bond with the fans who do stay. It's not necessarily about, she's already good. It's not necessarily about who leave. It's about who stay for real. And Megan, I feel like this is her opportunity to gain a lot, and she really got to capitalize on this. This is when she really gonna have to lock in for real. I feel like for Nicki Minaj, this is just another story onto her life, like her storyline. Every old school major artists have a storyline and era. This is her era, and this can be Meg's beginning of an era. Like further down the line, we could be like, y'all remember when she beefed with Nicki and she dropped that well, look at where she at now. Like, she's grown so much. So I feel like she gonna gain a lot of fans, and it's gonna be interesting to see how this play out.
I think she does gain. I think it's negligible because this entire situation is obviously hurting her image, and it's most definitely hurting her reputation in general.
Although I will say, him using these clips with this Duce is not a good look for her. The sipping the Henny out the bottle is still crazy to me.
Her situation is obviously hurting her image, and it's most definitely hurting her reputation in general. So that's as far as that. And I hope nothing happens to Megan's mother's gravesite, because that'd be a shame. Anyone tries to do anything, I'm sure they're going to get a quick trip to the county, especially now since they're obviously aware of the situation and they're closely monitoring the gravesite. Anyway, Nicki Minaj fans leaked the address to the cemetery where Megan Thee Stallion's mother was laid to rest back in 2019 after she lost her life due to brain cancer. Rest in peace. Any thoughts on this conversation? What you guys think about this story? Do you think it's too far? I'm sure you think it's too far because this is obviously ridiculous, right?
Facts.
Regardless of that, though, I'm still curious to hear what you have to say about this. So I'll see you in the comment section below. But most importantly of all, I'll catch you on the next one. And by the way,
facts. This was a great video. I didn't even know that the bars went this crazy, but I should have, used my context clues. I should have used my context clues based on how Nicki responded to Meg's song, in order to draw my own conclusion. This was a very good video. Like I said, if you enjoyed, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe. We on the road to 1K. And let me know in the comment section, just like he said, how you feel about this. Do you think it was too far? And where do you see Megan Thee Stallion and Nicki Minaj's career going forward after this beef? Do you think Meg should respond? If she do respond, are you gonna be tuned in? Or are you gonna be listening for the part 2 of Nicki's diss, because I'm pretty sure she was supposed to drop a part 2, but I haven't seen anything. That's gonna be it. I hope you have a great day. I appreciate everybody who come over here and rock with me on the second channel. If you don't know, I got a K-pop channel, but this is my second channel. I just wanted this to be a little bit something different. I wanted to be able to be more myself and relax. I am myself over there, but that's just a different side of my personality. I appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all hit that sub and like, bro. I'm out.